How's everyone doing? It's been a long time, hasn't it? Well, it's been actually about a year since I actually posted anything on YouTube, anything video related since the ultimate demise and the failure of the 52 project, thanks to a certain unnamed wrestler breaking Oshkosh Cam. Which, let's try to just recap the rest of the 52 project. In words, just like everything else I've pretty much done artistically, epic fail. So, I got depressed. I kind of just like hung out by myself for the rest of the year and kind of like started focusing back on real life instead of internet life, if that makes sense to some people. I know that things had to change. In December, I turned 40 years old. Now, half of you going, oh my God, you're old as dog shit. And half of you going, well, 40's not that young yet, or it's a little bit old there, we're snapper, but I'm 87 years old, and I'm all the time going on this stuff. Let me tell you something. Being 40 is fucking scary. You're not really considered young no matter what you do. You're at the halfway point of life, the beginning of the end of youth, and the beginning of the middle age years, which are 40 to around 60. And then you have 60 and up. So the next 20 years of my life are going to basically control my destiny and how I live from 60 to 80 until I, go into the ground. Fucking scary. You have to think about things like retirement and plans and mortgages and if you're going to settle down or not, or if you're going to have children, and if you do, realize that you're going to be almost a senior citizen by the time they graduate high school. A bunch of really heavy and very weird shit. And, I just kind of didn't deal with that for a while. And so I kind of blanked out for a while and decided I didn't want to deal with it until I had to deal with it. And I'm dealing with it. So that's one thing down. Another big change that I've noticed is that I've been tobacco free for the better part of 30 days. I never thought I'd make it even one day without smoking, but one day I just got tired of it. I threw out the cigarettes. I said I'm not going to buy anymore. I went and got myself some patches, and I didn't smoke that day. I didn't smoke the next, and I didn't smoke the next, and before I knew it, it was 30 days and I hadn't smoked a single cigarette, and I fucking feel fantastic. I can breathe a lot better. I have energy to go do stuff. The only downside is I actually, gained some weight. I gained like 15, 20 pounds because they told me I'd be hungry, but I was always hungry, and now I'm ravenous. I mean, I'll eat anything, man. I'll eat a deep fried shoe if I can, afford to. If it's put in front of me, pretty much I'm going to eat it now because I need to always be putting something in my mouth. Other than that, that's a big change. Another big change is after 3 years at a company that I actually took this job for money so I can actually further my Kildare project goals. Somehow the job took over and the TKP stuff kind of went to the side and then eventually went away as I turned older and realized, oh my God, I better grow the fuck up and, get some security under my feet, because there's nothing more sad and more pathetic than a guy that's 40 without a pot to piss in and not any plans for the future. So I kind of took that over. But over the last few months, there's been a corporate takeover of my job, and it started slow at first, but I started to notice more and more policies taking place that made me enjoy my job less and less, and got to the point where I get up in the morning and I don't want to go to work, which never has happened to me since day one, since I started there. I always loved it. I still like working with my customers and my clients and everything. They're absolutely fantastic. The policies that are taking place are actually harming some of my clients, and that I can't agree with in good conscience. It's borderline negligent, and I would almost consider it cruel and unusual, and I can't in good conscience continue to work there for that. They're paying me just enough money, so I can't quit and rest on my laurels, thankfully. I have bills to pay. I have Renji to feed. I have great if I wanted to become like this champion of moral crusader. But when it boils down to it,
I got bills to pay and I have to shut up and do my job until I find something better. Something a little bit more in line with the morals in the compass that I live my life by, is that I want to work for the same company that has that. And any kind of giant corporate conglomerate doesn't fit in with that. There's been so many changes. I don't feel like I'm a valued employee at this small company anymore. I feel like I'm this little cog in this giant corporate wheel, and I have no value. And individuality and creativity and great things that drive innovation are being stamped in the fucking dirt for spats. I don't want to live that way. So I'm just going to shut up, do my job. When I find something better, it's time to move on. It's obvious that a corporate conglomerate is not going to go away to my way of thinking, no matter how much I cry and bitch or try to make my voice cleared. I'm just shouting into the wind. They're not going to hear it. So, but I can go to another company that does appreciate things like creativity, individuality, and gives a person an opportunity to not only express the said things, but to actually grow from that, and not being marginalized and belittled and made to feel like a complete tool and a shithole. So that's the other big thing in my life that I'm working at right now. And so if I have to take some extra, a job for less money, but if I feel good when I get up, I feel good when I get home, that's how I used to feel there. I don't feel that way anymore. It's only right that my happiness should take place in my life. Let them have their money and corporate millions and whatever. I'll just take my 401k. Thank you. Peace out. So we'll see what happens on that. I don't see a major epiphany after that. Which brings us to other things. It's been discussed. It's been kind of been in the works for a while. People are getting a little bit nostalgic for a show called F.A.P. I'm going to nip that right in the bud right now. It's a F.A.P. had a great run, but its time has passed. We can't put lightning in that bottle again, and it was kind of depressing when it ended last time. So F.A.P. is done, over with, and it will never, ever be there. That does not mean, however, that we can't try something else. Maybe some nostalgia, some 70s or 80s, stuff that was just floating around in my head for a while. Kind of would like to get back into broadcasting just a little bit. It does help you with public speaking. It does help you express yourself. I noticed that I've grown more quiet and more reserved, and that's not me. I just feel that in the environment that I am for a job where they pay me money to show up and work, that they don't want to hear from me. They just shut up, do your job, and don't talk to me. So, you know, it used to be a place where, come on, we'll help you up here. Get up here with us. Now it's like, get down off my level, motherfucker. You ain't coming up here by me. We're going to keep you down at your level, because that's where you belong. Not a way to go. And so that's about it. It's around 10 minutes for an update. I know I haven't been posting many videos, but remember, this is like just a YouTube channel. It's just for fun, and 52 was an epic fail, so I'd expect maybe 3-4 people to watch this. Maybe less. I don't know. But I just want to tell people what I'm up to and what's on the plate for the future. All I know is I got to get my fat ass in shape, and that's taking priority over everything right now. I want to have a stable home life for Renji, and so I don't wind up in a street and have to publicly broadcast from a coffee shop because that's the only place with free Wi-Fi. So I'll try to keep you posted the best I can, and other than that, I can't promise anything. Stay classy, people. Have a good one.